video I'm going to go over reloads for the roller delayed blowback, specifically the PTR, but it works the same with the MP5 variants, you know, your HK91, your C308. The basic principle is the same, and really it comes down to the basic manipulation principle. It's all the same as far as what you do in the process. And so with this one, basically, whether you're shooting off a round, you have a malfunction, you're just loading it for the first time, first thing you want to do is get in the habit of locking back the bolt. Just like this, it should be almost instinctive. And then get into the workspace. Notice my palm is up, and I really whipped it into the workspace. And then you manhandle it to the rear, palm up, and just like this. Just get it out, and then rock the magazine out, and you rock the new one in. And then instead of doing the slap, what I recommend is taking your thumb and just rotating your hand, Indian burning the forearm or the grip, the front grip. And that's how you get back in business. At least that's the best way that I've found to get back in business. So anyways, you're out, you probably push forward a little bit in anticipation. You get back into your workspace, you lock it back, you rock it out, rock a new one in, thumb it, and you're back in business. So let me go ahead and show you what this will actually look like. So, boom, and you get in there, take that magazine out, put a new one in, thumb it in, and then you're good to go. And say, here's another technique you saw that I threw the magazine out. Well, you can do an exchange. Now, I wouldn't recommend it really with the bolt closed, but I mean, you can do that. It's just going to be a little tighter, and you're really going to have to manhandle it. You might shoot the other magazine out that you're exchanging out. So, what I would recommend is you just wait. You know, this would be a method for, you know, when you're actually empty. So, if you don't want to drop your magazines on the ground, if you're one of those people, which I have no problem with. So, you know, I would just dump pouch it first before getting the other magazine. So, again, the first principle here is lock the bolt to the rear, and instead of grabbing the magazine, putting it in the dump pouch or whatever, what you do, 2 fingers on the base only, and you can get the third one underneath to clamp it side to side like this and free up your thumb. And for me, I don't have a paddle, I have a tack latch which you push to the right. And what I do is I grab onto it, I rock it out, insert the next one, and then you karate chop. You karate chop, keep in contact with the cocking tube, you karate chop it just like that to get it closed. And you can either drop it or you're probably storing it. And then you're good to go. So, you know, it's pretty simple. Again, the basic thing here is remember, don't try to insert the magazine and then rack it. It doesn't make sense to do that because you can short stroke it, and I've actually short stroked it before trying that, and it doesn't work out that well. Palm up all the time. Don't be like me where you're putting a scar on your knuckle here. So, you know, you're out, lock it back before doing any other manipulations, and then you're already on the grip anyways, so just use your thumb and you're good to go. So there we go. Boom. Watch the target instead of watching your gun, and it won't be that hard to reload, trust me. So anyways, I'll just do it again for fun. So rack it, palm up all the time. So boom, you're out, and walk back in the workspace, dump the magazine, put in another one, thumb it home, boom. And it doesn't really take that long. The only thing that's really going to make a difference is the retention on your magazines from however you're carrying it. It's not really that hard, it's not complicated. You have one method for everything. It's a universal method, kind of like the power stroke or slingshot for pistols or whatever, just slingshotting it or whatever. It's a consistent method. It becomes instinctive, kind of like mine. I always pop it out, and I'm so used to just dumping the magazine out anyways, like putting it in a dump pouch or whatever, just getting it out of there, that it's pretty hard for me to sit there and want to exchange it. But some people like that idea of topping the rifle off and you know, they'll take their time doing it, but you're probably going to want to give this rifle a slap if you're going to do a top off with a fresh mag, because it can be pretty tight. It's designed to be that way to really get the fitting nice and tight, keep everything, I guess, sealed, and they don't like to waste room, so everything's going to be nice and tight in there. So anyways, you know, that's really how to reload the PTR, the MP5. It works across all the roller delayed blowback rifles and submachine guns. So, you know, try it out for yourself, see what you like, and you know, remember, don't be soft with this thing. It's not going to have any mercy for you. You can hurt yourself, and you can bruise yourself up if you're not careful and if you're not manhandling this thing. If you're dealing with the charging handle, you know, rip it back, and taking the magazine out, slam it in, you know, really yank it in, and then putting it home, give it a good flick. You don't need to be delicate with this rifle at all. You can manhandle it, and that's the way it's supposed to be, even down to the trigger. A lot of people complain about the trigger. Well, you're not supposed to be dainty with the trigger to where you're taking up a little bit of slack at the time, and then it just barely breaks for you, just enough tension to overcome the weight. That's not how to do it. Pull the trigger without moving the gun, get it done now. So anyways, there's a lot of reasons why the trigger is the way it is, and as you lighten up triggers, you're screwing with the friction points and you're screwing with its actual safety, because it was designed to be a certain way. So you can drop this gun and it won't go off. There's a reason behind the construction of these rifles, so work your way around the weapon system. Don't try to work it around you. So just find a weapon that you work well with if that's the case. But anyways, thanks a lot for watching. You guys have a good one.